Hi everyone and welcome. My name is Utilising. I'm an IT trainer with Success Investments on the Google Digital Skills Project. And my moderator for today's session is going to be Terence Masuku, who's going to be taking care of you in the comment section. If you've got any questions, any comments, any concern, Terence is just going to be taking care of all that. So today I'm going to be taking you through navigating the world of work. So just to familiarize yourself with the chat box, I want you to write your name and surname and where are you from and tell us your expectations for today's session. So let us start. As I've mentioned that we're going to be looking at navigating the world of work. So the topics that I'm going to be focusing on, it is an introduction to the internet and search engines, the changing world of work, and how to stand out to the employers. So these are the topics that we're going to be focusing on today's session. Moving right along. So I want you to tell me on the chat box, what is your dream job? What is the thing that you've always wanted to do? Well, personally, I wanted to be a pharmacist. Why do I want to be a pharmacist? Because I'm always fascinated by science and the medical part of it. So that is my dream job. So I want you to tell me on the chat box, what is your dream job? So let us move to the next slide. Now we are getting to the online world of work. An online world opportunity. We live in an increasingly connected world. As a result, there have been more opportunities for people to connect with work they can be passionate about, right? So we are living in an online world where everything is increasing each and every day. It's like IT is changing now and then, right? So as the world is changing, there are more opportunities whereby people they can connect to whatever job they can be passionate about. All right. So the word internet means it's a combination of billions of digital devices located around the world, connected via cables or wireless signals. Your cables can be the Ethernet cables, and then your wireless signals can be your Wi-Fi. Normally the one that we use on phones or we use to connect on the smart devices can be a laptop or a desktop or a tablet. So we use internet for that, right? And then how we use internet. We use internet through browse website. So here in browse website, this is where we find information on almost any imaginable subject in just minutes. So the internet has actually made our lives so convenient that we are able to find any information that we might be interested into. And then we can also use the internet to communicate with people. So we stay in touch easily through emails and chat platforms. I think you can be the witness for this one. Our lives has been so easy that even if you want to reach maybe your dad that you have never seen, to search them on specific chat platforms. It can be Facebook, it can be Twitter, it can be Instagram. So the internet has actually made our lives so efficient, right? So on the internet, we can also find the new opportunities. This is whereby we identify the new opportunities and connect with employers or potential employers. So the internet has actually made our lives so easy by letting us to find new opportunities, right? And then there's much more. Also, the internet has made our lives so efficient by having an entertainment for everyone. Nowadays, there's absolutely no need for you to go to the cinema because there are actually apps whereby you can just browse through the internet and watch movies, namely your Netflix and Premium. So the entertainment is for everyone. If you want to watch video games, you can actually log into the internet and then watch those games. Also, by the internet, we gain new experiences. So this is whereby people, they expand their horizons and gain new experiences visually through a video, a photography. So by being into the internet access or have the internet access, you are able to gain the new experiences. It's either you may like to learn how to cook a pasta. You can go to YouTube and then you search accordingly. Then they will guide you through the step on how to make a pasta, right? Also, the internet has enabled us to have access to the online services. So here, the internet has driven services such as email and online shopping enables access to a global market. Back then, you were supposed to wait on the lines, just to go and pay someone. But now, because we are fortunate, because of internet, now there are actually online services, including your banking app, whereby you can just make a transaction in just minutes. So this is the beneficial of using, or these are the beneficial of how to use an internet, right? Let us move along. Now, let us look at the search engine. What is a search engine? A search engine, it's a web-based tool that enables searchers to find information on the internet. So a search engine, it's what enables you to be able to search, to find any information. It can be either you wanna know how to cook a pasta or how to draw a flower with certain different types of apps, right? So different types of search engines, they include Google, of which is one of the most user-friendly search engine, and your Yahoo, your Axe.com. Those are the search engine, right? Let us move along. And then the question that I have for you guys is that, have you searched or have you used a search engine to find a job before? Yes? No? So I want you to tell me on the chat box, if ever have you used a search engine to find a job before? Right. Why do we use search engines to find jobs? What is this fascinating thing about search engine? Think of a search engine as the gateway to the world of work, right? So the search engine is being compared as to the gateway to the world of work. A search engine, it's a fast way to search. It gives you a fast to search. You discover new opportunities and you also explore new roles. So that is the main purpose of using a search engine to find jobs. Let us move along. Right now, I'm gonna pause for questions. If you've got any questions, if you've got any input, if you've got anywhere you didn't hear me clearly, you can on the chat box, and then my moderator, Terence, will take care of those questions. So I'm just gonna give you some time and then think of any question that you can think and then post it on the chat box. Okay, I can see one of my colleagues saying, hello, everyone. Guys, you can keep your questions coming. Any concern, any input? Keep your questions coming, guys. While you still type questions, let us move to the next topic that we're going to be talking about for today's session. Now, we need to look at the changing world of work. All right, guys, I want you to tell me, what skills do you think the employers want? What skills do you think the employers, they want nowadays? I will give you some time to think about it. If you've got anything or any input, you can just put it on the chat box. Every answer is welcomed. There is no wrong answer. So what skills do you think employers want? Okay, as you're still answering, let me just go to the next slide. Now, let us look at the impact of digital on employment, right? There's almost 45% of businesses hired employees with technical knowledge in 2019. and there is 50% that requires some degrees of technology skills, and then there is 77% of jobs that will require skills in the next decade. So each and everyone is encouraged to acquire the digital skills or the technical skills, because in the next decade, there's going to be 77% of people that will demand or that will be demanded to have such skills. Let us move along. All right, so let us look at the firms in Africa who face major businesses challenges due to the digital skills gap. So we've got 41% in Tanzania, we've got 30% in Kenya, and then we've got 9% in South Africa, and then 6% in Nigeria. All right, so let us look at the digital impact on businesses. So what is the impact that the digital skills has on the businesses? So now, one of the impact is that there has to be an innovation and creativity. Now, we're living in a world of technology whereby creativity is demanded, because now we're going to be moving to the fourth industrial revolution, whereby everything is going to be taken by the robot. So you need to familiarize yourselves with the robotics skills, right? So now there is an access to skills and learning, right? So because of digital, there is a huge access to skills and learning. And then now, when you look at the speed of communication now compared to back then, the speed of communication now, it's more efficient, because now people, they use instant messages instead of later, or back then they used to use letters. So now the speed of communication is a way higher in terms of businesses, right? So now we've got access to information. There is access to information, and the information is access to everyone, right? And then we look at the ease of collaboration. So these are the impacts that the digital has on the businesses. Now, on the chat box, guys, I want you to indicate, and then you tell me that which industries do you think they require digital skills? One person may ask themselves, what is meant by digital skills? So basically, digital skills, it's are the skills that enables you to work with digital devices. They also allow you to work with network, and also whereby you can be able to sort information easily, because you have digital skills. So for you to have digital skills, you must be able to use digital devices. As I've mentioned, that now the world is moving to 4IR, so we must familiarize ourselves with those skills, because now we're going to be living in the fourth industrial revolution, right? So let us move to the next slide. Now, let us look at the industries that requires digital skills. We've got the industry of marketing. Now, when you look at marketing back then, and compared to now, marketing is being used in different ways. You've got people that they advertise their work through Facebook pages, through Instagram, through Twitter. So we've got specific platforms whereby they use the markets, whereby they want to market the product that they own, a certain business, right? So now also another industry, it's financial. Then another industry that requires digital skills, it's hospitality and leisure. And then now another industry, it's healthcare, information technology, media, retail, and education, right? So let us move along. So guys, I want you to tell me, what do you think are the digital careers that are out there? What do you think, or what digital careers are out there that you know of? I want you to tell me on the chat box what digital careers are out there. Let us move along. So the careers that require digital skills, it's research. Actually, there are people that are being paid to do the research. So a research is a digital skill that is demanded. And then another skill is data analysis. And then let us look at the career opportunities in digital. So coding, as I've mentioned, that we're gonna be moving into the fourth industrial revolution. So we must familiarize ourselves with the coding skills. And also we've got a digital media specialist, whereby, as I've mentioned, that you've got people that market through social platforms, can be Facebook, whereby these media specialists are responsible for posting updates and make sure that the content that they post there is in line with what we are living nowadays, right? Now, let us look at the careers that has evolved to require digital skills. One of the careers, it is digital assistants. Now, when you look at digital assistants back then, we've got that, normally people, they advertise on the papers, maybe if they have got a sale, but now, because we are evolving, now the retail assistant requires you to, requires a business to have a business page whereby they post their specials for their customers, whereby they post any product so that they can be able to buy them online. And also another career that requires a digital skill, it's a receptionist, right? Now, let us look at an easy understanding, common myths of digital jobs, right? So we've got people that always make excuses whereby they say, you know what, I can't be doing digital skills because I don't have a certain qualification for it. Well, so some excuses that they make, they say they are limited by qualification. The truth says you don't actually need a university degree to get a digital job. There are platforms that helps you to learn about these skills, right? There are free platforms that helps you to learn about these skills, namely this one, the Google Digital Skills. It helps you to learn about these skills. Also, you can find the Python ones or the programming ones if you wanna enroll into programming. So there are free sites whereby you can enroll a course and then you can be good and have digital skills. So everyone is welcome. You don't actually need a background in marketing or computer science to get started with digital. You don't. As I've mentioned, that there are free sites that you can get all of these things. If you want to be a fashion designer, there are free courses or free schools whereby you can actually enroll yourself and get a certificate for free. Right. Now we cannot run away from the fact that digital is evolving. Digital continues to reshape our world and how we work. That is the truth, right? So let us move to the next slide. And then I'm just gonna pause for any questions that you might have, any concern, any input. So just drop them on the chat box and I'm gonna wait for them. Okay. Yes, yes, Andiswa, that is correct. Employers, they do want communication skills. Communication skills that are very important. They are very important. Thank you so much for the input, Andiswa. Guys, I'm waiting for your questions and input. Okay, let me just go back. Thank you, Andiswa. Thank you so much for participating. I just hope everyone is able to hear me and understand. Okay, let us move to the next topic that we're going to be talking about today. Now, how to stand out to the employers. So guys, I want you to tell me, what do companies look for when they're hiring people? What do you think that they're looking for when they're hiring people? I want you to tell me on the chat box, what do you think that companies are looking for when hiring people? All right, while you're still answering, let us move to the next slide. So these are the things that companies are looking for. Companies are looking for knowledge. It is very important to know or to have a knowledge about the industry or the sector that you are applying to. It's very important to know or have a background. So this is what I normally do. I'm just gonna make an example. So when I'm going for an interview, I will do a research about that certain company that I am going to be interviewed on. So it's very important to have an understanding, understand how they work, understand what is their goal, and understand everything about that industry or the company that you are applying to, right? So the companies are also looking for experience. So the previous work experience where possible or time spent on practicing relevant skills. So companies normally, when they advertise maybe a job, they will tell you that they want a person who has a 3 years experience, right? So it's very important to have an experience. You know, those are the things that the companies are looking for. And then also the companies are looking for the tools, previous experience using software or developing technical skills. So you must be familiar with these things, right? One last important thing, attitude is very important. It applies to a company, it doesn't apply to a school, but it applies to an individual. It is very important as an individual to have a positive company, because immediately as actually a positive attitude, sorry. So immediately as you have a positive attitude, you as an individual, basically that means that you're going to be adding a positive input to a certain company that you're applying to, right? So you must be able to be motivated to grow and be able to learn. All right. And then these are the things that also companies are looking for. They're looking for the critical skills and the problem solving people. So you must be able to think critically and be able to solve a problem, right? So they're also looking for digital literacy. This is in high demand in technology-driven age. So the digital skills or digital literacy that are high in demand, you know, in a technological driven age. And also, you as an individual, you must be able to have a time management. Time management is very important. You must be able to meet deadlines. No one wants to hire someone who doesn't submit work on time, who doesn't even care about time, you know, so you must be able to manage time, meet deadlines, and then you need to stay efficient. Also, you need to make collaboration. You must be able to work in teams with other people, you know? So it's very important to have these skills, because these are the things that the companies are looking for. The collaboration, the ability to work in groups with other people, right, effectively. Also, the skill set required for a job, you must have a skill set required for the job, right? So you can't apply for, let me just make an example. Maybe the advert said they want receptionist, right? And you come, or Andiswa comes, and Andiswa has librarian skills. So obviously the company they won't take you because you haven't met the skills, you know, that were advertised. So you must have a set of skills required for a certain job that you are applying for, right? So there has to be assessed to compare the candidate and hire, right? There has to be some sort of an examination to compare candidates and then hire, you know. So the access to compare candidates, it can be in the form of interviews. And also you must have a willingness to work hard and work smart, right? And also you must have a motivation to get the job done in a reasonable time or in a reasonable period of time. So the employers are not looking for people who make excuses and are sick, and there is a note that you will produce to actually say that you are sick, right? So you don't have to make any excuses. You must get the job done, right? Let us move to the next one. Now, I'm just going to pause for the questions, guys. Any input, please indicate them. Please indicate your questions, any input. Are you able to hear me? And if you've got no questions, you can just indicate that you don't have any questions. Come on, guys, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for your question, guys. Any comments? Any questions? All right, seems like there is no questions. So, guys, what is your next step? If you're interested to learn about what digital skills that you might have, you can just go to this link. As indicated, my moderator will try to paste the link on the comment sections, so you will get more information about digital skills that you might be interested in too. And then if you'd like to find us, you can also find us on social media. These are our handles. We are able to be accessed through Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So these are our handles. And thank you so much, guys. This is the end of our lesson. Okay, let me just go to the comment section. Okay, my moderator is gonna share the link with you, Aniswa. Please be patient. I'm just gonna share the link with you guys. Just a minute. Thanks, Andiswa. Okay, I'm just gonna share the link before the end of another training that I will just conduct now. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me just move to the next session. Okay, Heidi is saying, thank you for the training. My big class is having the challenges to, and I'm projecting your session. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. Now we're going to be moving to job searching online, right? Now we're going to be looking at use search engines to find jobs, right? And then the another thing that we're going to be looking at, we're going to be looking at how to utilize job search platforms effectively, and then understanding your job post. All right. So, comment section, I want you to tell me, what role do you have or do you want to have in 5 years to come? What role do you want to have in 5 years to come? Personally, in 5 years to come, I want to be a businesswoman, conquering in the IT industry. Personally, that is me. So I want you to tell me on a chat box, what role do you have in 5 years to come? All right, now let us look at how to use search engines to find jobs. So on a chat box, I want you to tell me, how do you currently find out or hear about jobs? How do you currently find out or hear about jobs? So I want you to tell me on a chat box. So we've got 20% of the world's workforce change jobs each year. Over half use the internet to look for employment, right? And then let's look at another slide. 60% of people use job websites and career portals to find career opportunities. So we've got 60% of people who use job websites and career portals to find career opportunities, right? Now, let us look on how to discover jobs with search engines. Remember, the search engine is a tool that allows you to search whatever information that you may be interested into, right? Now, we use the Google app, Go, or Chrome to help the structure and filter through the opportunities, right? So the search engines, they help us to explore the job listings, right? The job listing, it can be any job results that you might find when you search, right? Also, they help us to customize job searches, and also they help to find or to save the listings. So this is how you can actually do with the search engines. When you're searching for the job, you can explore different types of jobs, and then you can customize the job searches whereby maybe, let us say you're interested in marketing. So you're gonna look for, on Google, you're just gonna say marketing jobs. Then when you find the specific ones that you like, then you're gonna save them, right? And then, or you're gonna customize them. So basically when you customize them, it's like you tick them, that these are the ones that you would like to take, and you are able to save them as well, right? And then now let us look at the benefits of using the search engines. Find thousands of jobs adverts with the click of a button. So the benefit of search engines, you are able to find jobs adverts with a click of a button. They also help us to access a wealth of information, right? And also they let a search engine do the hard work for you. So you don't actually need to worry yourself, but the search engine, they actually do the hard work for you. Right. Now, they also keep the phrases to use when searching online, like the key phrases to use when searching for jobs on search engine. You can also include the location. You can also include a job title. You can also include an industry or a sector. You can also include a job role and a task. So when you're searching, it's either you want to indicate that maybe you're searching for receptionist around Durban, you know. So the search engines, they actually help you to actually search for whatever that you want immediately. Now I'm just gonna pause for questions. If you've got any questions, you can post them on the chat box. Okay, let me just look at it. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Gaba, for sharing the link. Basically, guys, this is the link that you can get, as I've mentioned before. Thank you, Heidi. You can actually use Facebook, word of mouth, LinkedIn, correct? And you can also use Pnet. Thank you, Andiswa. Okay, let me just move along. Now, we are going to be looking at utilizing job search platforms effectively. What job search platforms do you use currently? So I want you to tell me on the chat box, what job search platforms do you use currently? So these are the platforms. We've got Jobberman, we've got Jobs in Ghana, we've got LinkedIn. So Jobberman, it actually helps you to search and find your career path from leading recruiters and employers, as well as get a career advice from the industry expert, right? And then Jobs in Ghana, these are the platforms, right? They help you to search, right? So Jobs in Ghana, it actually deals with one of the leading recruitment websites in Ghana. They match job seekers with jobs and employers with qualified candidates via the internet, excuse me. And then we've got LinkedIn. LinkedIn, it connects the world's professionals whereby you can search and apply for jobs which are relevant to your skills, right? Let us move along. We've got Fuzu. Fuzu is an Eastern African career platform on Fuzu, whereby you learning and inspiring and employment opportunities are just a click away. So in Fuzu, you can also get the inspiration and employment opportunities. And then we've got CareerJet. CareerJet is a job search engine which maps a huge selection of job offerings available on the internet in one extensive database. And then I think some of us are familiar with this one. We've got Indeed, is another job platform, whereby this is one of the most popular job sites in the world, with over 250 million unique visitors every month. Now, how to create a job seeker account. For you to create a job seeker account, you select your preferred job search platform. You need to select whatever job that you may be interested into. You need to sign up, and then you need to create an account, right? You need to sign up or create an account, and then you need to start applying for the job. And then you also need to include your CV so that the people can be able, the employers can to actually appoint you for that specific job that you have applied for. And then creating a job seeker account, you need to sign up, as I've mentioned. You need to put your personal information, your name, surname, email address, contact number. Your experience is very important. And then you need to create an account, and then you apply immediately. And then you need to get notified about new and relevant opportunities. So you can either sign up for job alerts, maybe if they've got, maybe let me just make an example. If in PNET they've got jobs that are suiting the CV that you have posted on their site, so they're gonna be sending you the alerts specifically for that job or that sector that you applied into. So you need to also get notified about similar posts. And then let us look at trying to search for a job name. So guys, I would like you to do this for me. In your browser, I want you to type search jobs near me, or just say jobs near me. And then I would like you to tell me on the comment section that what are the results, what are you finding? Just on your browser, type jobs near me or near you. And then you can also save a job posting. You can also set an instant and daily or weekly job alert, right? So searching for jobs, we've got CareerJet. CareerJet is a job search engine designed to make the process of finding job on the internet easier. It maps a huge selection of job offerings available in one place, right? Let us move along. Then, now, how to know that the site that you have applied for is the real one, right? So make sure the posting you apply for are legitimate. They are original, right? So you need to make sure that you check for credible online presence. You need to verify the company's location on Google Maps. You do not need to apply or to reply to an anonymous employer job listing. So if you see an advert online, you need to make sure that you verify it by going to a specific site that job post falls under, right? If possible, you are allowed to check for job forums and reference of other candidates who have applied, right? So that you can make sure that the thing or the post that you have applied for, it's legitimate. And then how to filter and identify a job opportunity. You find a job opportunity, or you find an opportunity, you identify the job description, and you list how you apply for the job. And then I'm just gonna go to the comment section and look at your comments and your inputs. Okay. Keep your questions coming, guys. I'm waiting for them. Thank you so much, Heidi and Andiswa. I love your participation. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Okay, let us just move along, guys. Now, Lastly, we're going to be looking at understanding the job post. So you need to understand the job post. Okay, sorry. So you need to be able to identify or interpret this job description, right? So this advert is for the sales executive at Workplace Center Limited. They've got a place, a location of which is in Lagos, and they also tell you the dates that it was. And also they tell you the responsibilities for the sales executive, right? So you really need to know that you are applying for the correct job by looking at the responsibilities, right? And then it is very important to know the skills. So you must be teachable, you must be based on the fact and can be defined and measures, and also the strengths. They refer to soft skills, personal effectiveness, and social influence creativity. As I've been saying that, I think Andiswa mentioned that as an individual, you have to have communication skills. So these are the things that you need to have as an individual. That is why they say personal effectiveness, right? And the soft skills can be digital skills or communication skills or whatever skills that they may be relevant to a certain post. And then let's look at Kwame, whose wife lives in Lagos, who is the sales associate qualification that he has. It's it's HND marketing, and he has 2 years experience. And his skills, he's fluent in Swahili and English. He has the administrative skills, and he also has the skills of Microsoft Office. And then he also emphasized the strengths. He has got communication skills, negotiation, relationship management. Now, we've got about 52% of global internet traffic that comes from the mobile searching. So there's a huge traffic that is coming from the mobile searching because people now, they are trying to find different types of jobs, right? Now we've got Google Go. Google Go, it's lighter, it's a fast way to search. So a Google Go, it's a Google app whereby you've got everything you need in one, right? So it helps you with local relevance. It is optimized to save up to 40% data, and you can also easily switch between the languages. So if you can switch between the languages, I think we all know this app of which is a translator, Google Translator. It's one of the apps that fall under Google Go. So when you don't understand Swahili, you can just interpret with Google Translator or translate with Google Translator, right? And then these are the things that you can expect to see. All your apps are in one. You find and then you share images and GIFs. You make Google read, right? Also, you can have quick access to the best of the web. You can switch languages anytime, as I was saying with Google Translator. You can also search using a voice, right? Now, I'm just gonna pause for questions. Let me just go to the comment section and see your input. Okay. As I've said, I think Gaba has shared the link with you guys. If you're interested to learn more about digital skills, you can just click on the link, and then you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And then thank you so much for today's session. Now, I want you guys to switch to the next link or use the next link for another session that you're just gonna have right now. So I'm just gonna end sharing this one, and then I will need you to use the other link that you have received to access the other training that I'm just gonna start right now. So I'm just gonna give you time to actually take a break and then try to log in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for the input. I really appreciate them. So I'm just going to end this now, and I want you to use the other link to get into the another session. Thank you. Hi, Kaba.
Hi. Do you have
I don't know. Yes.
the link? Use the other link.
Okay.